NFL holdouts used to be a big thing, but changes in the collective bargaining agreement minimized the issue, and now there seems to be one position that creates the most drama over the summer, running back. Of course, we had Le'Veon Bell the entire season last year with the Steelers. Reports now the Chargers star Melvin Gordon not reporting to camp without a new contract. Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk, had the exclusive report that the Cowboy star Ezekiel Elliott considering holding out. Tricky spot. Running backs get the ball. They get the glory, not the way they used to, but teams view them as more dispensable than they ever have. It's strange because you do rely on them. Some teams over-rely on a running back. Other teams, it's running backs by committee. Look at the New England Patriots. But the wear and tear, a lot of these teams look at running backs the way I would. If I'm taking you in the first round, I'm going to use you up for 5 years. You want that next contract, and you've probably earned that next contract, but I've moved on to the next running back. Melvin Gordon's a good player. Zeke Elliott's a great player. If teams are hesitant about paying them, I'm not sure lesser running backs will even have a chance to get paid in today's NFL. We always feel like, oh, well, you can get an Alvin Kamara. Well, yeah, you can. But then look at all the teams that passed on Alvin Kamara before the Saints took him. You also have to have good people who can recognize talent, and maybe you can get a bargain. It's easy to go, hey, Saquon Barkley looks like a pretty good running back. Christian McCaffrey. But then we have those running backs that slip through the cracks. Terrell Davis, what was he, a sixth round pick? Went into the Hall of Fame. Ezekiel Elliott's going to get paid. But I also look at the Cowboys situation as different than Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon says, hey, you know what? I want to be here, but if you don't want to pay me, then I'm going to sit out. Okay. Sometimes when you sit out, you realize, as we found out with the Rams, when Todd Gurley sat out, and all of a sudden you bring in a running back off the scrap heap that nobody else wanted, and he's running for 100 yards. You got to be careful because the Cowboys have a great offensive line, right? Considered the number one or two best offensive lines in football. I think that's a fair assumption. You get somebody else in there, all of a sudden they start to, crack open 125 yards per game, and then all of a sudden you go, well, all right. As we found out with the Steelers, James Conner. As much as I love Le'Veon Bell, Steelers don't miss him. If you look at the value you got for James Conner over the amount of money you were going to have to spend on Le'Veon Bell, Steelers will take that any day. Got a bargain. Got a bargain for the next couple of years.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.